Today we have with us two personalities who walked beside each other as brothers, colleagues and most importantly as buddies, and have made a name for themselves as one of the most revered composer jodis of Bollywood. Please welcome with all you've got our music buddies of the day, Salim-Sulaiman. The merchants of music are here, Salim and Sulaiman. The show is called Music Buddies and you're watching it on 9XM as well as on SpotboyE. But in the spot, is it a hot spot or not? We'll find out. Salim and Sulaiman, welcome. We're celebrating Friendships Day. You guys are brothers who are also perhaps the closest friends. Is it easy for brothers to be buddies?
Of course it is, yeah.
You know, especially when music becomes the binding factor. Usually ऐसे होता है कि brothers have this whole fight and this disharmony or whatever. But from a very young age, we had music as our binding factor. So when we grew up like buddies. You know, we were discussing music, we were discussing songs, we were discussing different things. So what happened was we grew up not being exactly like your typical bhai or bhai-behan family. We always hung out together, yet partied differently. The binding factor was always the music for us.
But you guys share everything with each other, or are there things that you're like, अच्छा ये भाई को नहीं बताना, ये मेरे पास रखता हूँ?
Not everything, यार.
कुछ तो होगा.
कुछ तो मैं अपने आप से भी शेयर नहीं करता हूँ.
हाय, बड़ी गहरी बात करनी. इस बात को समझने के लिए I'll have to do another episode.
That's right.
With myself, meditating. लेकिन तो कहते हैं ना कि जहाँ पर प्यार है वहाँ तकरार भी है. या कुछ तो होता रहता. So when was the last time you guys argued or had a tiff or fought?
You know, when we started our career, which was, I don't know when. I'm not going to tell you when because then you'll judge my age.
You guys are 21 years old. It's all right.
That's right.
Go on.
So when we started, of course there was initially like there was a little bit of, you know, takrar as you want to call it. और वो होता ही है. It's not like, you know, it's not like always a smooth game. So there's always some, but like Sulaiman said, you know, the main mudda, the main thing was always music. So in our discussions, in our arguments, music always won. And it's always been like, you know, and because we grew up listening to music together, we grew up learning music together, we grew up, you know, hanging out together. We had some common friends. There was always like...
Did the last takrar happen when he got stuck in Mumbai traffic, which doesn't happen often? I've been told it never happens. He's never late.
Yeah, it just happened a few minutes ago.
All right.
But there was not a takrar.
There was no takrar.
It was...
See, like how we spoke, if you realized, I said, क्या हुआ? यार एक घंटा लग गया मुझे ट्रैफिक में. But I also know that
उसको बोलते हैं प्यार, उसको बोलते हैं इकरार.
वो है थोड़ा सा.
दो जिस्म एक जान and all of that.
दो जिस्म एक जान सलीम सुलेमान.
All right, so correct. So both of you come across as these really nice, very amiable, very friendly people.
Thank you.
But you guys really, you know,
are really friendly.
Of course, very friendly. But you guys, I mean, how do the Merchant Brothers party? Give me some party stories that you guys have had.
Party stories?
Yep.
Well, parties in my head, honestly, and I'm not a very social person.
Right.
Although it looks like I'm a social person, but my party's in the studio most of the time. If it's not in the studio, then it's at home, playing Xbox with my friends.
And he has some other video game that he keeps playing.
He's not a gamer as much as I am. He'll tell you what he is, but I'm not so much of a going out person. I'm more an indoor person, and my party is really at the studio or on stage.
Sulaiman bhai?
You know, we party a lot, but we don't realize that we are partying. क्योंकि हम लोग, let's say we finish a concert, then we are always sitting together, खाना खा रहे साथ में, we are all sitting and discussing, and at the end of the day, what is a party? It means at some point, you know, you've stopped dancing and hanging out and वो तो बंद हो गया ना, थोड़ी. You've crossed that limit of dancing.
Mind you, that happens on stage.
Does it?
It happens on stage.
It happens on stage.
So all the dancing and partying happens on stage. That's what I'm saying.
Correct.
In the studio and on stage, it happens.
Life's a party for both of you. So what is your fashion sense like then?
I mean, my fashion sense is a great. It's basically a great representation of my own personality. I am a person who loves Jodhpuri. As in, I'm a person who loves like Indian, like, you know, sherwani and kurta pajama. And at the same time, I love, you know, tuxedos and, you know, kind of jackets. So now what I do is, you know, as my fashion statement is I try to merge the two. So I'd wear a kurta with a jacket.
Wow.
So wear a long kurta, which is kind of not like a kurta. It could be like a slit kurta, like a cut, whatever, with like fitted pants and and loafers, but with a jacket, with a proper tuxedo jacket. and that kind of stuff. So
What does Bada Bhai make of the younger brother's fashion sense?
He's got a very quirky sense of style.
Right.
And he's always had this. I think I remember once he went to Africa and he brought back this jabba.
Jalebas there.
Jaleba.
From Morocco.
From Morocco, he brought this jaleba and he used to wear it to recordings and to the studio. And
Very comfortable, you know.
And you'd see and say, Kya hai? You know, it's not even arbu, like that Arabic kind of white with the headgear and all that.
Distache.
It's just very colorful, and so he's got this quirky sense of style.
I'm on ethnic meets, modern, western.
You guys have had a very interesting, very textured life so far. Zubeda House, Muhammad Ali Road, वो apple juice वाला, etc.
बड़ी खबर रखे हो.
बिल्कुल sir, सब छान लिया है. I know everything except your Aadhaar card number, but that's not important. So tell me a few stories about growing up years in Muhammad Ali Road, वो apple juice वाले की कहानी, etc.
It was a humble, it was a very simple, childhood. We came from a very humble background.
Right.
Muhammad Ali Road, हमारा बचपन गुजरा था. We were really our father was initially a composer, then he started manufacturing musical instruments, and we came from a background which was, we both are Ismaili Muslims,
right.
And we grew up in that area, and we were very fortunate to get all our initial teachings and our our values from that area. And we both studied at St. Peter's School, but we were very grounded, and we were very, very humble, and we were really fortunate that our parents brought us really well. Studied music at a very young age, and both piano and harmonium in Sulaiman, drums and tabla, and try to mix the two traditions in a beautiful way. And it's still going on. Our music is a reflection of our childhood, of our personalities.
पापा के वर्कशॉप में कुछ तो ऐसा हुआ होगा ना, दोनों भाइयों के बीच, या पापा ने जिस तरह से डील किया दोनों बेटों के साथ, तो I'm sure something must have happened here.
वहाँ पे बहुत मस्ती होती थी because Dad's workshop was like a candy store.
Wow. Yeah. Bongos, congos.
There were bongos, there were congos, there were tambourines being made.
And some new synths.
New synths was much later, but before that there was a press machine where jingles were being cut for the tambourine. So you'd go and sit there and say, "Arey yaar, ye mujhe bhi hilana hai." It was a manual press. So we'd go there and we'd try and press the machine and spoil some stuff. So then Dad came up with this solution. Every few days there was this whole bunch of screws and nuts and visors and all this stuff that used to go for plating. And it would come back and it would be in kilos, like 20 kilos of all these small visors and nuts. And he'd tell both of us to sit down on the ground, and we'd sit and separate every single nut, bolt, visor.
Wow.
And there were multiple varieties, so one small, one big nut, one small screw.
Yeah. So
just to keep us out of people's this thing and out of harming ourselves.
And so that was a sense of bonding for us. You would try to sort of bond there. But I know what he's still trying to figure out, if there was any, what kind of कोई तकरार. नहीं, मैं बता रहा हूँ, मुझे कुछ याद आया.
Shoot.
मुझे याद आया. तो जंगल बुक हुआ करता था, याद है आपको? अच्छा, बहुत टाइम पहले गोल्ड स्पॉट जो ड्रिंक थी, उसके जो कैप्स थे, उसको when you open those caps you would get a बगीरा और a बलू और a मोगली और a शेर खान और a का. तो ये जंगल बुक एक बुक थी, और फिर वो पिक्चर्स वो हमें लगाने पड़ते थे, which you get from this gold spot का cans.
Correct.
I'm sure it was way before your time, but तो ये जंगल बुक, I used to, Sulaiman had a very nice collection of jungle book. He had a lot of these whatever. और मुझे बहुत ही वो शौक था इस book का whatever, but I could not get it, and I didn't have the access to it. So one day what I did was I started using that jungle book ka this thing, and I started cutting those pictures. I was much younger then, whatever. And Sulaiman freaked out. He could not take it, and हमारा बहुत बड़ा झगड़ा हो गया, and I think उसने मेरा हाथ मोड़ दिया और मेरा हाथ फ्रैक्चर हो गया. और that was very early in my age. I think कुछ 6-7 साल का था मैं. और बट तब से थोड़ा सा एक वो हो गया. सुलेमान को बहुत डांट पड़ी घर पे.
पापा से यहाँ पर शाबाशी मिली कि नहीं?
नहीं. Dad never hit us. Parents never hit us.
My dad has probably hit me once.
I thought I was
That
very
must have
lucky.
been something really serious then.
Was very very.
It's probably this one only.
Acha, this one.
It's probably
No, it
this.
wasn't this. It was yeah.
So anyway, so this was one of those kind of things. But you know, I'm talking about when I was 7 or 8 or something, and Sulaiman was 11.
Right.
So this was not even counted. Because ever since we started doing music, it's just been a fabulous.
We actually
journey.
stopped speaking for about a couple of years.
Couple of years, yeah. So it was literally like, and that was also one of those crazy fights, which I don't remember how it
No,
happened.
it was
but
because of this only. I think.
probably that.
Probably
no.
this.
No, it was something else. But then Sulaiman would like, it was so weird that, you know, he would get a call from his friend. Suppose uska dost ka phone hai and like my mother's sitting here and phone is ringing and I would pick up the phone and let's say it was his friend Hussain and I would be, हाँ Hussain. And he'd be like, हाँ Sulaiman hai. And Sulaiman's sitting right here, but I'll tell my mom, Mom, please tell him it's his call. It's kind of weird. And mom would be like, he heard you, you know, and you take the call. So it was that weird. We never spoke for 2-3 years or something.
And then you decided to let bygones be bygones.
Nice one.
No, so
it
one
was,
day we actually, again music brought us together.
Yeah.
Right.
Because our dad had brought this brand new instrument. It was, you know, at that time sequencers or ये सब बहुत नया था. Electronics, digital and all that was very new. So he got a sequencer, keyboard which had a sequencer inside. And he said, "Yaar, why don't you guys try it? अभी बात तो कर नहीं रहे हम लोग साथ में. We're not talking." So he got us together and said, you know, okay, that's it now. Enough of this whole thing. You guys want to make music, you have to sit together and it's a collective effort always. You have to do it together. So that's when we shook hands and we kind of started bonding and we started making music and we started
And we didn't sleep for
producing
like
music
a week.
together.
No, we didn't sleep for a week, I think.
We didn't sleep
were
for a
like,
week
yeah,
that day,
we were
yeah.
just like continually working and then, so music is beautiful, yeah. It like kind of, you know, makes you dive into a sea of love.
गोल घूम के सारी कहानी म्यूजिक तक आ जाती है, लेकिन मुझे पता है कि बहुत लेयर्ड, बहुत ही टेक्सचर्ड कहानी इन दोनों भाइयों की, दोनों दोस्तों की, और धीरे धीरे उन लेयर्स से पर्दा हटने वाला है. We've got a game that might help us unravel a few things, a few secrets about these two brothers, Salim and Sulaiman. Secrets on chits. So I've got this little martini glass with no martini, of course, not shaken, not stirred. But you've got to pull out one chit each, जो भी subject होगा.
जी.
ठीक है, उस पर दोनों को एक दूसरे की पोल खोलनी है.
Okay.
ठीक है.
Okay?
Okay.
Right, so who's going to go first?
चलो आइए. तो मुझे पढ़ना है ये.
बिल्कुल.
स्कूल.
स्कूल के किस्से, कोई ऐसी पोल जो अब तक दुनिया में किसी ने ना जानी हो, आपको खोलनी है इनके बारे में और आप फिर इनके बारे में.
He was much elder to me, तो मुझे कुछ पता नहीं कि क्या हो रहा था यार.
तो होगा.
I'll tell you. In schools, Salim was part of a band which was started by one of our teachers. And Mr. Ling.
That's right.
Mr. Ling had started this band. It was a church band. तो वहाँ पे बजाते थे वो लोग. And in that whole chakkar, he fell in love with a girl.
La 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 la.
तो love affair chakkar went on till way beyond school. And जब वो हार्ट ब्रेक हुआ, मुझे लगता है पहला गाना तो वहीं पे बन गया होगा. I'm pretty sure.
गाने बन गए थे.
गाने पे.
एल्बम पे एल्बम.
So yeah, that was pretty intense. That was my first love was in school.
Okay.
और वो
Next.
शुरुआत हुआ. अरे मेरे तो हो गया यार.
हाँ, नहीं, नेक्स्ट हुआ, करेगा आपकी बारी.
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
ये
Same
तो
thing.
किस्सा हो
Same
गया. तो ठीक है,
thing.
अब आप बता दो इनका कोई किस्सा.
So Sulaiman is a big chupa Rustam. You know, he has girlfriends and all that, but it's like, you know, did you see? कुछ पता है? Like I know everything, but like I'm not supposed to say anything. तो पहले जब you know, he was a very सीधा साधा बंदा, you know, with lots of like friends, but no girlfriends. But I knew that he had girlfriend. He had a girlfriend. पर उसके बारे में, you know, see no evil, hear no evil. It's like that. Say no evil.
I'm not giving up. I've got one more chit that you'll have to pull out. चलो.
चलो आइए.
One final effort.
Bad habit, अरे यार, bad habit, bad habit. सबसे पहली बात सुलेमान is always forgetful. हर चीज़ भूल जाता है, बहुत ज़्यादा. Like मतलब आपका नाम सुलेमान what's his name? Boom.
मैं चलता हूँ. हो गया.
I told you. He's forgotten your name.
हाँ. That's it.
See, there's a million things going on in my head.
Yeah, right.
All the time.
It's not a bad habit, but it's a.
वो कहते हैं क्रिएटिव लोग होते हैं ना अपने जोन में रहते तो भूल जाते हैं छोटी मोटी चीजें.
मतलब it's not called a bad habit, but it's a tendency, characteristic. भुलक्कड़ means big time.
तो वाले पासपोर्ट भूल गए, वीजा डॉक्यूमेंट.
नहीं, वो सब नहीं भूलता है. वो सब नहीं भूलता.
अच्छा.
He'll forget कि कल मीटिंग किसके साथ है. He'll forget कि इसका नाम क्या था यार. Small things like that.
Correct.
The big things he'll remember.
Okay. What about him?
If you open his phone now, you'll probably find about 8,000 unanswered emails. Or more.
Because they are like junk, so I don't. And but I'll take some time to move them to junk.
Tell me about the funniest producer brief you guys have received.
So this person, big film, he's saying मुझे इस subject के बारे में कुछ नहीं पता है. मैं film बना रहा हूँ और मुझे 4 सुपर हिट गाने चाहिए. और बोला कि लेकिन सब्जेक्ट के बारे में तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि नहीं है. यू आर मेकिंग द फिल्म. इसे नहीं यार मेरे को नहीं पता है पर मैं बना रहा हूँ. एंड दैट फिल्म डिड रियली वेल एंड द म्यूजिक ऑफ दैट फिल्म डिड रियली वेल. आई कांट टेल यू
which one now. So that's all he said.
It had Priyanka Chopra in it.
We shall find out.
Okay. And she was the main lead. Anyway, next.
Same way, like this, one director came to us saying, यार तू गाने बना यार सिर्फ. मैं सिचुएशन बना लूंगा उसके लिए.
इतनी टेक्सचर्ड कहानी कि कोई फिल्म मेकर अगर आप दोनों पर बायोपिक बनाना चाहे तो बन सकती है. There are many episodes that one can focus on. So if a biopic were to be made about the two,
we actually
have a short film.
I saw that.
It's called Shukranala.
Right. But if अगर बायोपिक बनती है तो क्या नाम होगा फिल्म का?
मुझे लगता है वो शुक्रानाला पार्ट 2 होगी क्योंकि ये तो पहली बायोपिक तो बन चुकी. Because
it's not a biopic, it's like a journey of
more of a documentary.
Yeah.
If a biopic was made, who would it star and what would it be called?
It's a difficult one. I don't know what it's going to be called because मुझे तो लगता है हमारी अभी तो सिर्फ शुरुआत हुई है. There's a lot of years to live and a lot of years to work. तो कह नहीं सकते कि what is going to be called because आगे क्या आने वाला है इसकी हमें कोई पता कुछ आइडिया नहीं है. But well,
this is the interval point for us.
Yeah.
Correct. So another 10 Grammy Awards,
Maybe.
30 years later.
Inshallah.
Some more good songs, some fabulous more concerts, few more TV shows, a couple of more, awards, fun things.
Okay, fantastic. May that happen. I believe you guys love to play video games. अब यहाँ पर video games तो नहीं है. But we've got another game which is very uniquely, innovatively named and it's called कौन कितने पानी में. भाई बातें तो बहुत हो गई लेकिन अब ये जानना है कि ये दोनों एक दूसरे को कितनी अच्छी तरह से जानते हैं. We've got a very interesting game and it's called कौन कितने पानी में. Alright, so बहुत सिंपल गेम है. I'm going to ask Salim a few questions about Sulaiman.
Okay.
आपको जवाब देने हैं.
Okay.
जवाब सही है तो फिर आपको 1 पॉइंट जो अनमोल है और अगर जवाब गलत तो यहाँ से आएगा एक प्यार का फव्वारा from the other brother.
आइए.
Okay? Alright then. Salim, the first question to you about Sulaiman is what is his favorite band of all time?
Def Leppard.
Yes, you're right.
तो ठीक है, well done. फव्वारा बच गया. Sulaiman's favorite app.
Candy Crush.
Is it?
No.
That's not how you say no. Just play it.
Okay.
Sulaiman's first drum set brand.
Playmore.
That's very true.
Sulaiman's favorite from all the songs you guys have together composed. The one favorite.
Ali Maula.
Absolutely.
And the final one. If Sulaiman had a superpower, what would he want it to be?
He would be, there's just like there is Superman, Batman, he would be Sulaiman.
That's a good one. How's that? And the Fawara moves, the fountain of friendship moves to the other brother.
Fountain of love, bro.
ठीक है? Okay then, questions about Salim to Sulaiman.
Go.
The first one, if Salim could get away with a crime, what would he love to do?
I don't think he's a criminal.
There you go, see? सवाल चेंज कर
भाई को बचा लिया.
ये आपके लिए था.
चलो ठीक है.
बहुत ही बकवास.
गलत सवाल के लिए मेरे साथ ये हो रहा है. बस चलो उल्टा कर देते हैं, सुपर पावर पूछ लेते हैं. अगर इनके पास कोई सुपर पावर होता तो वो क्या चाहते?
The one thing that he would want is that we both of us, I know we both want is a Grammy.
Is that true?
That's true.
That's true. Well done. And it shall happen. Figure not. Right. The last person Salim texted. Most likely person.
Right now?
Today, last
Today,
person.
last
texted.
person could be my manager. My manager, Neerav.
Is it true?
You know, it could have been just true, yeah. Because I was trying to call him and he didn't pick up the phone and I was... So I will give it to him. It wasn't him though.
Salim's first crush.
देखो नाम तो नहीं लूँगा मैं. I'll just say the first initial and he'll know it's
बोल दे.
L.
नहीं, that's not a first crush, buddy.
सेंट पीटर स्कूल के रिकॉर्ड छाने जाएंगे. एल से जितनी भी लड़कियां हैं उनके नाम नंबर.
That was L was the first love,
हाँ.
first girlfriend, but
Crush
was H.
Oh, I see.
I can see thought bubbles popping up.
मेरे से junior था ना. So at least I know all the.
Anyway.
So H and L, you guys go figure, and you can get in touch with them on social media. If the girl is also watching, you know what to do. The problem is the scores are level right now.
Yes.
ठीक है, दोनों भाई एकदम बिल्कुल बराबरी पर है, and we've got to have a tiebreaker. And I believe इन्होंने किसी ज़माने में दोनों ने कहा था कि बिना खाने के गाना नहीं हो सकता. तो खाने का सवाल पूछ लेते. What did he have for lunch today?
Oh, could be chicken and roti.
No.
You know what to do.
All right.
The truth is that the elder brother has won this game, and this hamper has magically appeared in my lap.
Yes.
This is for you, sir.
Thank you. But ये तो हम लोग दोनों ऐसे भी share करते
वो
हैं.
बाद में बांट लो.
क्या बात है. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. लेकिन thank you आप लोग बोलेंगे. अभी नहीं, अब से कुछ ही देर में, because it's time for some Salim-Sulaiman musical magic. Fantastic! भाई इन दोनों को लाइव सुनने की हमारी आशाएं आज पूरी हो गई. Thank you very much, Salim and Sulaiman. What a fabulous performance! And this is a little token from 9XM and SpotboyE.
Thank you very much.
What a fabulous chat it's been. Thank you very much, and all of you. Don't forget to catch this conversation and this fun show on 9XM and on SpotboyE. For now, it's goodbye from all of us, and happy Friendships Day.